Hyundai Stage 3, the third and final day on the women's Santos Tour Down Under. The flag drops to get the stage underway in the heart of the city of Adelaide. A 7-kilometre neutral zone to get them out onto the open roads before racing got started. And it didn't take long before they headed towards the first of the climbs. The first climb to Windy Point, topping out after just 3.8 kilometres. Amanda Poulsen from the Bridge Lane team, the first rider to attack. And what a show of resilience after crashing 4 times across the opening 2 stages. But it was the leader of the battle for the polka dot jersey and the FX Queen of the Mountains classification, Katia Ragusa, who picked up maximum points over the top of the first climb, all but securing her victory in that classification. The only challenge from this point on for the Italian was to make it to the finish line atop Wollonga Hill. After the climb, it was the Oceania champion, Sophie Edwards, who went on the move for ARA Skip Capital. It was then Stein Dahle, who went on the move, the Norwegian from Coop Repsol, one of the most aggressive riders throughout this year's Santos Tour Down Under. She had some company as the peloton made the most of the little bit of respite in amongst the trees. Heading through towards the first of the Zip Track intermediate sprints in the town of Wollonga at the base of the famous climb, it was the sprint of Ruby Roseman Gannon that caught the breakaway by surprise. Brilliant lead out by Alexandra Manley, the Australian champion Roseman Gannon getting maximum points and the 3-second time bonus to move her into equal first place in the virtual general classification. The crosswinds, as anticipated, then wreaked havoc on the peloton. One of the victims, Sarah Gigante. Number 71 was lucky to have support from the New Zealand national champion, Ali Wollaston. It was then the Snapper Point and Aldinga Beach for the second of the Zip Track intermediate sprints. And this time around, it was Dominika Voldazak from UAE Team Emirates who collected the time bonus. Third place for Ruby Roseman Gannon, putting both of those riders in the virtual overall standings 1 second ahead of Cecilia Uptrud Ludwig, who was wearing the race leader's ochre jersey after a brilliant stage victory the day before into Stirling. Peloton back together predominantly as Sarah Gigante rejoined the main field. It was Lead Out Trek who put the hammer down heading towards the base of Wollonga Hill, but it was Gigante who made the most of it. Immediately when the climb started, she went to the front and turned the screws and asked the question, if you're good enough, can you keep up with me? The answer from the entire race was no. Gigante was giant and she was simply too good. She blew the ochre jersey off her wheel, and Cecily Uptud Ludwig, having gone into the red zone, paid a heavy price and eventually would slip outside the top 3 overall. Pointing to the crown, which she claimed firmly with both hands. Sarah Gigante, the Queen of Wollonga, winning the stage and taking the overall victory in the 2024 edition of the Santos Tour Down Under. A jubilant celebration, one with raw emotion after what has been a difficult 2 years. Her new team, AG Insurance Sudal, winning the first stage, the final stage, and the overall standings. A huge crowd to welcome her across the finish line, and her family was importantly also there, ready and waiting for her.
Sarah Gigante, Queen of Wollonga Hill and winner of the overall ochre jersey. Emotions are high. Please tell me how that feels.
I can't even begin to tell you how much it means after I last won here 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, and it felt like everything went wrong since then in so many ways, and to come back full circle with my new team, and they believe in me so much, and I'm so grateful to everyone that kept believing in me even when I didn't. Yeah, it's just so special. Yeah.
Super special, and it looked like a really difficult day before the climb. You had to fight all day. Your teammates were fighting all day. Can you speak about what it was like riding in those crosswinds?
Yeah, it was really difficult. My team was so amazing. I've been so many of their matches and a few of mine, but they just, even though I was dropping the wheels, they kept believing me. And oh my God, Kim, you're a legend. Thank you so much.
Well done, girl.
We did it. Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, like the whole team, from start to finish, the whole tour. And yeah, I can't believe it. It's our first tour as a World Tour team. Ali won the first stage, I won the last stage, and together we all won the ochre jersey. It's just crazy.
Yeah, you really did it all together today, and what a great way to start your season. What else are you looking forward to?
I'm just so happy to get, a win. It's pretty tough when you're only 23 and then not everyone, but lots of people think you're like washed up, like sometimes I did too, and it was just so hard to keep believing in myself, but I did, and like AG Sudal did too, and now we won, so I'm just gonna soak it up.
You really deserve it all, Sarah. Well done, and have a fantastic afternoon with all your loved ones and teammates.
Yeah, thank you. It's so special. My mum and my brother are here. My brother lives in America, but he came over for Christmas, and then he even booked a ticket to Adelaide. He's flying out tomorrow. I'm so happy they could be here. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks Natasha for taking a chance and signing me. I'm just so grateful to have a chance to race again and show that I'm back. And thanks to my coach Dylan Lindsay for he never stopped believing in me. My mum as well, but I mean that's what mums are for. So yeah, thanks to everyone that did believe in me. Yeah, thanks everyone.
And she is back, and she is back in a big way, and she's at the top of the standings. Sarah Gigante goes out the winner of the Santos Tour Down Under, 20 seconds ahead of Nimka Vinka, who wins the white jersey for the Zwift Best Young Rider in the race. And rounding out the podium in third position, Neve Bradbury, 33 seconds off the pace. It's been a brilliant addition with a brilliant winner of the Santos Tour Down Under.